Hey guys, I'm making a video on this Sprinter van. This is for a 2019 and plus Sprinter high roof van Highlander shelf. I got this item on Etsy, and also I'm gonna put a link on the description where you can get this item directly from the maker, and also a link from Etsy where you can get this item. So this is purely made of aluminum. It's pretty light. It's really sturdy, as you can see. It's powder coated with this black texture. It's kind of like a wrinkled black texture, which is I like it. It has like a roughness to it, and yeah, it looks quite nice. It looks pretty good. These are I guess the adapters. Same thing, aluminum, real sturdy. This is the matching hardware. It's nice that they made the hardware black also, so the whole thing will be pretty blend in. It's not too heavy at all, but it's quite sturdy. As you can see, this is thick, pretty thick aluminum. So I'm gonna put this on. Just kind of a simple installation. I'm sure it's going to be pretty simple to install. Okay, so basically to install this, you just need to simply remove 4 screws, and that's about it. This one, that one, and then the opposite side. So you have these 2 screws on the passenger side and also on the driver's side. So to do this one, you simply remove the cover. You're going to need a T20 torque to remove this screw here. Do that. This screw does need to come out. So after we've done that, you get there's 2 different shapes. So one that looked like this, and then another one that look like a little shorter and with a larger hole. So that goes there, and this one goes here. Okay, so you're simply just gonna stuck this behind the plastic cover. Put this one back in. Make sure you go through the hole. It's quite large. Can't go wrong. Or can you? Right there. Line it up. Screw this back in. Okay, make sure this is at a 90. And put the cover back in there. And we gotta do this one next. Okay, for this one here, you're gonna need a T27 torque. Go ahead and unscrew this, just like the previous one. Okay. Get the other adapter. Okay, put this away from you a little bit, and put the adapter in there, in between. Line the hole up, and put the screw back in there. So I just done this. So I noticed that you do have to wiggle a little bit, because there's a screw for this boss that has to go through the hole on this adapter. So it sits fairly flush to what the original application was. So you do have to make sure that it sits flush into that hole. So basically, the boss of that screw had to sit right through in there. Okay, so when you install that, just make sure. You know when you get it right, because it sits pretty flush. Okay, so that's 2. We're gonna do the 2. That's these 2. We're gonna do the other 2 on the other 2 side. Okay, so I got the 4 corners on. Let me just open the window so we get a little bit more light. Hopefully. I got the 4 corners on, which is basically it requires no installation experience at all. It just 4 screws. I guess a little bit tricky to put this one back in there because it's really large, and I do have this back in the way. So what I found was that I can just slide the first half onto the adapter and then maneuver this one out of the way and push it back in, and do the same thing on this side. So maneuver it back and then push it back in, and that fits right there perfectly. Yeah, it's very small space right here where towards the end. I'll get a closer shot for you guys after I put these screws on. Again, these are pretty simple. So screws with washers. You can either go this way or down, whichever is easier for you. So that's one. And then that's 2. And you just do them on, there's a total of 8. So 2 on each corner. So you just go around and tying these. So to tying the 4 corners, you're gonna need I believe this is a 4mm Allen wrench and a 8mm hex socket. So I noticed that is one of those things you have to put all the screws on first and kind of wiggle it and see where your location, where you want it to be exactly, and then tying it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I tightened everything down. It's quite sturdy. It's very sturdy. I put some boxes in there. I just want to see how much you can handle, how much load you can handle. So this is a fairly heavy, large box, and this is about 12 pounds, and it no problem. It takes it. And also, this is a 10-pound plate. This is another 5 pound, and I got another 5 pound there. So total is about 30 pounds that are currently, about 32 pounds that are currently on this right now. It's quite sturdy. It should do okay. Although I don't recommend that you put that much weight on there because it's primarily not for that kind of things. You can, put clothes and blankets and such on there, which I'm sure you can handle it without any problem. And also for the weight, for the dimension, I measured it. It's about, let me see if I can find my tape measurement, but it's about 65 inches from the floor to the bottom of this. And that really depends on, I guess it depends on what kind of floor you have, but it's about 65 inches. And this is about 22 inches depth and 10 inches from the roof, from the ceiling. And I have the Mercedes factory ceiling. So 10, 22, and this is 65. And I'm gonna move the camera a little bit so you can see that, a close-up on everything. There's not much gap there. I mean, I can stick my finger in there and then that's about it. It's a tight fit. It is a tight fit. And it looks good. Oh yeah, it clears your sun visor storage. Yeah. Well, thank you again. I'm going to put put the description of where you can purchase this in the description. Okay, thank you.